Hello YouTube and welcome back to the series where I build Spring Bonnie. The past week I got sick and that is why I haven't been posting. Now my plan is to be posting regularly on weeks. Maybe once every 2 weeks or so. I don't know the schedule yet. Anyway, today we'll be working on the jaw for Spring Bonnie. Now this might be the wrong way to build Spring Bonnie. And for all I know, it is. So, I might as well have some fun with it, as I show you some way to build Spring Bonnie. Now, in the last video, we built this contraption, and that is the inside of Spring Bonnie. Now, in order to wear this thing, as you already know, you have to quite literally look and feel like you're getting into some sort of cursed army helmet or something. And it's going to look pretty weird without the framing around it. Like I said on the last video, if I'm looking in this direction too much, it is simply because I'm looking at what I am doing with the camera. Now, if you cannot hear me, then that is horrible, because I cannot hear myself. Because normally I'd have headphones in, but I can't use headphones whenever I'm using the head. It's a whole thing. You'd know if you were a YouTuber. And if you are a YouTuber, I could subscribe to your channel if you'd like to do a trade. I subscribe to you, you subscribe to me. It's a win-win deal. Anyway, so in order to do the jaw, as I was talking about, you're going to need a piece of foam such as this. Now I don't know if this is the right foam to use. It's the foam I've been using for years whenever I make cosplays. Now as you already know, well you should know, I made the original Freddy a couple of years ago. It was last year for a Halloween event, which was actually 2 years ago because I made it last year for a event at Lake Winnipesaukee. So anyway, I made it out of foam like this, and it's done pretty well so far, and it hasn't fell apart. So we're doing it again with this stuff, because this is a little thinner than the stuff I used before. Enough backstory. Let's get to work. So most people might start on the main body, but I like to do the head, the jaw of the head first, because quite simply, it looks better whenever I do it like this. Sorry if my British accent's a little off today. I just like doing a British accent during my YouTube videos, since I can, not because I am British, because I am not British, but I like acting British. So if you don't like that, I'm deeply sorry, and you can comment that in the comment section that may or may not exist on certain days of the week. Anyway, I will turn this around so you can see it here. Of course, you see what I see, and then I turn it around and show you what I've done. Now, you could probably see what I'm doing. Now, once you've got the piece of foam here, make sure you've got the glue that says foam on it. Now, this does not say foam on it, but the package does. So, once you've got that, you're going to heat up your hot glue gun, and you're going to stick one of these very convenient foam safe sticks in here, and that's going to warm up. Now, most glue guns have a little thing that you can send down. If you do not have that on yours, then sit down and hope for the best, and be careful with it, like I do. Now, in order to make sure you're making sure your foam is straight here, because you don't want a warped jaw now, do you? You don't want the FNAF dentist to go, "Oh, Spring Bonnie, look at your jaw, buddy. It's not looking correctly." If you don't want that to happen to you, no one wants that to happen to you. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that is straight. Now make sure this is stretchy, because it might need to be stretched if you didn't cut it correctly. Now whenever you make something like this, sometimes it is smart to do a lot of measuring. Now this piece was for another part, but I decided to use it on this instead. Another plan I had was to make a actual frame for this, just so I'd have it. And of course, here at Alex's Cosplay Shop, we don't use sissy frames, we just make everything and hope for the best. That's my motto, hope for the best. You're going to hear that a lot this year. Now, this might be the only how-to-do video. I mean, not the only one, of course. I'm going to show you exactly how to build, or how not to build Spring Bonnie, depending on how you see how I'm doing this. So, you're going to want to make sure that's a little bit centered here. And I just figured out it's going over. So, anyway, I'm going to position this in the right direction. Now that I have it on here, I went ahead and did a little bit of gluing. Now, if you want to do this a safe way, I suggest you go watch someone who 3D prints, because, like I said, here at Alex's Cosplay Shop, we do whatever we think will work, and we hope for the best. So, what you're going to want to do after you've got this started is you're just going to want to keep on gluing and keeping on hoping. And if you're like me and you're a Christian, you're going to want to start praying. Now, if you're not a Christian, I don't know what's wrong with you. There's 100 different ideas out there, but there's only one that matters. And to be quite frank with you, I want some of my viewers to actually be able to meet me at a meet and greet, also known as heaven. So, anyway, besides that little plug I put in about Christianity, we're going to get back to the video. Now, if you didn't like that, and you're some sort of person that doesn't like stuff like that, I am sorry, but I like saying a little bit about Christianity in my work. Who knows? Maybe this video is your little invitation. I don't know. Don't expect me to tell you exactly what to do, but I just like pointing and hoping that people understand where to go. Now, once you've got the jaw on, and you've listened to my poorly integrated little sermon-like thing. I don't know what you'd call it. Whatever you want to call it. The whatchamacallit. It's like the candy bar. The whatchamacallit. That's what I'm going to call that. I'm going to call it the whatchamacallit. Whenever I do something like that. Anyway. Now that you've got your jaw semi in place, I bet you're wondering. On the last video, you put springs on, correct? Yes, we did. And now those springs are going to come into full effect. Now, go ahead and unplug your glue gun. Unless you're watching this at like some sort of speed up, because you're going to want to speed up a few things here. Now, if you're like me and you're a little slow in what you do, then I suggest you go watch another video, because it's gonna be a little bit of a stretch to say that this is going to be a short video series, the Spring Bonnie building, because like I said, if I get sick again, then that's gonna be a problem. Now, between this video and the last video, I went ahead and I made the ears. Now, Why I'm going ahead and talking about these, I don't know. But whenever we get started on this, you're going to not just put them on here. You're going to put little springs in, and then that'll make them jiggle. I just wanted to say that while my hot glue gun is getting unplugged there. Okay, now that you've got your hot glue gun unplugged, you're going to make sure that is lined up. Now, once you have 100% certainty that your thing's not going to fall apart now, then you're going to go ahead and get to the next step. Now, the next step I'm going to give you is a little bit weird. Now, depending on how you want to make your jaw move, that's up to you. But the way I want to make mine move is I want to make it move when I talk. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take a line like this and you're going to position it right where your jaw would be, which is about right there. Once you've got that, you're going to take your trusty scissors and you're gonna go ahead and cut it just like that. If it'll cut. Oh, come on, cut. Yes, there you go. Now, once you've got your piece of wire, sorry if I'm a little void in what I'm saying here. My brain is a little weird because of how sickness works. I think that's why I'm out like this. But anyway, if you want to have the inner part of your jaw to look semi-viewable, you're going to want to put some sort of black material inside. Therefore, as to make it look like there's nothing inside. And if someone sees your chin while you're inside the suit, I don't know why you wouldn't have something on under it to make sure no one will see that. But if you don't have something like that, then you still want to have something black in this area. So I'm going to go retrieve that, and I'll be right back. Now, if you're like me, and you forgot what black material looks like, or you just forgot it and you want to continue the video, so you just grabbed the best thing that you know. So, personally, I chose red, so sorry about that. So for those that have the black, get something like this, the felt stuff, because it works better. So putting that to the side for a moment, we're going to take the wire we had earlier, and we're going to find a good place for it that would hit our jaw just right. And some people might tell you this is the wrong way to make a cosplay. Yeah, it probably is. But do we care at Alex's Cosplay Shop? No, because we make something and we hope for the best. If this was some sort of live stream, I wish someone would finish that line for me. But it's not a live stream. So we're going to I'm just going to finish the lines whenever I say it. Because I definitely alone up here in my workshop. And it is getting warmer up here for some reason. So I'm going to go ahead and hurry. This is going to be a short video in the series. The last video was an hour because I did not look at the time. And I don't know how to do a time lapse. Now most people do know how to make a time lapse video. And good for them. But to be honest with you, I'm dumb when it comes to filming. So I just do everything the old-fashioned way. Which is the motto of the channel, of course. Hope for the best. So depending on how you put this through, I don't know how to. I did not plan this correctly at all. Yeah, so yeah. You're gonna want to stab that through the foam if your hot glue is blocking it. Once you've got that in there, though, it comes right back into place here. Yeah, There you go, buddy. Don't be a little idiot on me. You're on a video now, buddy. Don't embarrass me. Okay. Sorry, a little bit of my personality got through there. Ah, there we are. Gotta do that like a zip tie. And now we've got a little line in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make sure these corners don't cut anything. Or that make sure I don't cut any corners, as some would say. Now, the way you make sure you didn't cut any corners is you wrap that around once and you cut it off. Now, I think that's the way you do this. If I'm not doing it correctly, you can try to correct me, but by the time I get this video out, your comments will probably only matter on the next video. If I can even get this cut, there it goes. Anyway, like I said, if I am doing this wrong, or if you feel insulted by what I am commenting on, then definitely sorry for you, because like I said, I repeat a lot, I talk a lot, and I act like some sort of a idiot half the time, so good luck dealing with me on the next video. Anyway, once you've got that little line in there, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. And once you've struggled through that, if you did like I did. Now, on Freddy, the new one I made that you'll get to see sooner or later, on that Freddy, he was a lot easier to make. I mean, he was so easy to make. I mean, he took hours of my much deserved break times and quite literally took away part of my brain, but it was all worth it for how he turned out, and you'll get to see him here on the next unrelated to springbonnie video. And that video will come out sometime in June or July, or whenever I go to a convention center, because I have no clue when that's going to come out. Depending on how long this series is, I guess. So, better put this back down. It would appear this one's being a little unagreeable. So I'm going to just take care of the problem. There we are. Yes, here at Alex's Cosplay Shop, our other motto is, if you do not work out as a cosplay, you don't work at all. By that meaning I get rid of it and I try again. Now with big projects like this, we don't get rid of them. We don't throw them away. We put them in something I like to call the bits box. And once in the bits box, you know that one term, whatever goes in, stays in, you know, depicting on whatever you talk about. Whatever goes in the bits box eventually will come out as the bits of the bits box as a different item. Either that being a different cosplay entirely, or something straight out of Nightmares because I forgot about it. Whatever it looks like something whenever it comes out of the bits box. And whatever it is, I look at it and I make something better out of it. And that's the simplicity of how I save objects that wouldn't normally be salvageable. Now, once you've got this amalgamation of a jaw somehow put in either you did it the right way or the wrong way. It doesn't matter, because there is no right or wrong way to do something if you're doing it yourself. Of course, there is one thing that rule does not apply to, and that might be something important like taxes or something. I don't know. I don't know how to make jokes if you're hoping to laugh on this video. Now, some people, like the people in Texas that make cosplays and stuff, now those people can make you laugh. Now, I know you're staring at the bottom of my little turntable and also the top of my cosplay. And you want to guess why you're staring at it? Yeah, because I flipped it over and I'm trying to get some hot glue on the under part of this. Now, I bet you're wondering, why are you just talking and not showing us exactly how to make Spring Bonnie? Because like I said, this is just my moment to talk to you guys, and you get to watch and hopefully learn how to make Spring Bonnie. And the way I'm doing it, you probably shouldn't follow it. But if you are following it, I appreciate your commitment to the channel and your subscription to the channel, hopefully, since it is free. And there's nothing that could possibly go wrong with being subscribed to me, besides not getting many video updates because I don't post that much. Now, the 10 or 11 people that watched the last video, thank you very much. Because the people who watch my videos, they're awesome. Some I know, some I don't know. Now, depending on how I'm making this, I know I'm doing it wrong, because I realized that there's something I did wrong on the last one that I had to correct that was spelled the exact same as this, but just by pushing that down a little, it makes it to where my big old chin will fit in there. So let's see if it fits before I put the fabric on and put the teeth on it, because that's whenever I'm ending off this video, because I'm starting to sweat from how hot it is up here. Next video will be either Thursday or Friday of next week. Don't mark that down on a calendar because I'm not sure. And yeah, this thing's gonna have to dry a little longer. So while that dries, I'm going to pause this so it's like light speed. Okay, I kind of lied. I had to unpause the video feed for a second to tell you while this dries. I'm gonna put this in here real quick. So, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you've realized that I make a lot of FNAF stuff. Now, in my first few videos I said I'm open for ideas. Now, when I said that, I meant it. There are millions of things I'd like to make that I don't have either the money for or the time to create. If the comments work on videos like this, I'd like you to suggest things. All the people who watch my videos, my subscribers, and the people who just watch randomly. It really helps whenever people subscribe, because it gives me confidence. And I don't even know if I'll ever be able to make money off of YouTube. But just seeing people at least watch my videos just gives me a little bit of happiness about it. So I'm really thankful for you guys watching my videos, because without you guys watching my videos, I probably would have quit back last year whenever I was doing Goodwill Week. So thank you for everything, you guys watching my videos, and me being a little bit weird when I do them. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and put this on. Of course, this thing will be attached to a couple more springs eventually. But it kind of moves a little, so that's nice. I'll move the thing back up here to where it was previously. Of course, I'll have to... Okay, so now it works. Okay, that's perfect. So, anyway, I'm going to save the fabricing for the next video, because I've already spent 25 minutes talking to you guys about this. So, anyway, like I said, thank you for watching my videos, and please subscribe if you haven't already. So, as William Afton would say, I always come back, and I hope you do too, to my YouTube channel. Signing off, Alex's Cosplay Shop. See you later.